Not the tech. I am not the technical person, so I'm glad my staff is able to handle this. So, good evening, everyone. My name is Stephen Sparks, and I'm the Executive Director for Arizona Career Pathways. It is truly my pleasure to welcome you all for our spring 2025 graduation celebration. And to start off, I would like to acknowledge some of our honored guests who are in the room today. If you could just raise your hands or stand. You don't have to stand, but if you want to acknowledge yourself. From the Maricopa Community College District Governing Board, we have Dr. Linda Thor, Dr. Tom Norini, and Donna Davis, who have joined us tonight. Thank you so much for being here. And our wonderful friends from Rio Salado Community College, President Dr. Kate Smith, and Elizabeth Kohler here. And we have several students from Rio who graduated as well. So thank you for being here celebrating with us. So as that video, the wonderful video said, which I don't know how to switch it to our cover, but that'll come later. Arizona Career Pathways is a nonprofit workforce training program that lifts families and individuals out of poverty by sponsoring education and job training opportunities that lead to greater sustainable, long-term financial security throughout Maricopa County. We launched in 2011 as a workforce training initiative, a Valley Interfaith Project, who is a nonpartisan consortium of faith leaders and institutions, community organizations who are committed to sustaining social and economic improvements across the Valley. And over the past 3 years, we have been fortunate to receive $3.5 million in federal funding to enroll over 700 new students and we've been able to invest $1.3 million of those dollars to find direct assistance, removing financial barriers facing our students. Our proven wraparound model of support combines the career navigation and mentoring with those valuable last dollar financial assistance and job placement support, achieving an 85 to 90% graduation rate. And of that, 90% of those students obtain a job within 6 months. And tonight, in total, we have 76 students from across the Maricopa Community Colleges graduating this past semester with a certification or associate degree in high-demand career fields. We are so thankful for all those graduates who were able to join us tonight. We're also, we want to honor those who could not make it here as well. This entire cohort of students would not have been possible if not for our strong partnerships with the Maricopa Community Colleges and investments from the state of Arizona and the city of Phoenix. And it's that city of Phoenix that I'm really proud of, because the city of Phoenix was able to help us bring new dollars in for new students who are wanting to just start their career paths with a short-term certification. And so it's my pleasure to now invite Mayor Kate Gallego to say a few words to our graduates, because it was a city that really brought funding to this program that allowed the last 3 years of success to happen. Mayor, please join us.
Congratulations to our graduates. You did it. It is such a pleasure to be with you, to celebrate your accomplishments. To the kids in the room, your parents did something really important that will help make your life better. To the families, thank you for supporting these individuals on their educational path. As mayor of Phoenix, I'm thrilled to support so many of my favorite institutions together. Arizona Career Pathways gets it. They have programs that make sense for people with real lives and that have other things going on. You're going into in-demand fields, and so many inspiring stories in this room. We got a group of cousins all coming together to go into really important fields. We have an individual who went from homelessness to high tech and who's paying it forward. So many people going to in-demand medical careers. We have such a shortage of people in medical careers, including professions related to nursing. And so I'm so thankful that you chose to care for people. If you're going into behavioral health, that's a new program for us at the City of Phoenix. And so we have now a community assistance program. It used to be when you called 911, you could only get a firefighter or police officer. Now we're dispatching behavioral health professionals to meet the real problems in our community. So thank you for choosing these really valuable careers. And I think these are all careers that will pay well, so you'll be able to take care of your families better. For me, I was at a career point in my life where I wanted to jumpstart my career and got a chance through Maricopa Community Colleges to take some accounting, and that helped me go on a good career path. So now I get to manage your tax dollars, and I'm thankful to the community college system for giving me a little bit of help. It's really an honor to have so many of the elected officials who lead the community college system here. The community colleges have been a key partner for us at the City of Phoenix. We're really trying to change the economy here. We've done things like we brought in the company that makes the brains of Apple iPhones to Phoenix. It's called TSMC, and they need technicians to make the brains of iPhones. It was not a business we had before, so we went to the community college. We're really expanding healthcare. We want to be a destination for people from all over the world. Billion-dollar investments happening here, and we need folks to go into those jobs. So community college is training those individuals. I'm so thankful to Arizona Career Pathways. We particularly turned to Stephen and the team during the pandemic when so many people were in jobs that all of a sudden didn't exist. And we wanted the chance for people to get even better jobs, to take a terrible thing that happened and make life better. And Arizona Career Pathways helped us, including for people, a lot of families with kids. So when you help a parent, it's helping more than one generation. And so Stephen and your team, thank you for what the faculty team and have all done for us. And then I found Arizona Career Pathways through Valley Interfaith. Could the folks from Valley Interfaith Project stand up so we can applaud you? So Valley Interfaith is a group of leaders from faith communities, all different religions, and how amazing that people come together across divides. We need so much more of that in these times. Valley Interfaith found what was the best model for helping people get higher wage jobs and brought it to us in Phoenix and introduced me to it. So I'm so thankful for the so many lives that you have helped us improve, and also the way that we're bringing people together, which again, in these divided times is so commendable and such a model for so many of us. So we're just bringing together many, many great partners. The City of Phoenix has a group of leaders who advise us on how to get people better jobs, and Daniel Barajas is one of those advisors, so thank you for being here. You'll hear from him with his day job, but he also does work for us at the City of Phoenix. To our college presidents, thank you for stepping up time and time again and for so much partnerships. We went through a very difficult period with the pandemic, but because of our investments in education, we have come out so much stronger. And because you have invested in your education, your future is so much brighter. We hope you'll stay in the City of Phoenix. You probably have more options to go elsewhere now, but we really are proud to have been partners with Arizona Career Pathways, and we're excited to see what you all do next. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you.
It was really great. Thank you, Mayor Gallego, for those inspiring and kind words. I want to acknowledge the strong partnership that Arizona Career Pathways has with the Maricopa Community Colleges. They are the largest community college system in the country, with 10 regionally accredited colleges, 31 satellite locations around the valley, and over 600 degrees and certificate programs to prepare students for the workforce. It's no wonder we chose them to be our education training partner when we started this organization, because they are the ones providing the affordable, high-quality education for our students. We share a vision to make post-secondary education affordable and accessible to students from diverse backgrounds. And to say a few words about this partnership, I'd like to invite Daniel Barajas, who is the Chief Officer for Workforce and Economic Development Strategies for the Maricopa Community College District. He is going to say a few words on behalf of Chancellor Gonzalez, who was not able to make it today. So help me welcome Daniel.
Thank you so much. That's a hard act to follow when you got to follow the mayor of Phoenix, right? And I'm here on behalf and honored to be speaking and representing Dr. Stephen Gonzalez. He's the chancellor of our district. So he apologizes for not being here tonight, but I get to say a few words on his behalf. But I can't, I'm going to take just a moment to say, I'm so proud of the families that are here for supporting their students through what can be a very difficult process. As a product of the community colleges, that's where I started. I grew up in Yuma, Arizona, and that was afforded to me, and it's changed my life. And so, you should be proud of what you're doing and being here tonight. So thank you for that. But in representing Dr. Gonzalez, it's an honor to be here to celebrate the successful completion of so many students along their career education journey. Arizona Career Pathways is a workforce initiative that prioritizes building authentic relationships with students through mentorship, guidance, and financial support. Their career navigators walk with students from the beginning of their career training journey all the way with students from the beginning of their career training journey all the way through credential completion and job obtainment, demonstrating the transformative power education can have on a person's economic stability. All of the graduates here tonight have not only exhibited commitment, dedication, grit, and resilience, but you have shown that leaning in for support or saying yes to help when it is offered is a noteworthy trait of individuals who are driven and who are often seen as leaders. So it's a good thing to ask for help, is what that's saying. So continue to pay attention to those skills and continue to nurture them as you move through college into your careers. And as Mayor Gallego stated, the jobs are there. We need you in our workforce now. Just as completing your certificates or degrees took a village, it also takes a village for the colleges to be able to do what they do for students. The City of Phoenix and Arizona Career Pathways are two key entities that are part of our village to ensure that all students can achieve their educational goals, because when you succeed, our community will succeed. I want to thank Mr. Sparks and the entire Arizona Career Pathways team for the good work that you do for students each and every day. I'd also be remiss if I didn't thank Dr. Amy Diaz, who will be coming up in just a moment, for her hosting and sponsorship of what this is, our governing board member, for all your support always, and for being here tonight. That says everything to us. And again, to the families and the graduates, congratulations. This is going to be a big milestone for you, but it won't be your last. So again, congratulations to the families. Thank you.
Thank you, Daniel, for those really wonderful words of encouragement. We know that for lower income students, the post-secondary education career is a significant risk that you're taking when you go and make that commitment. And we know our students walk a financial tightrope, and just a few $100s of unexpected costs can derail their learning goals and perpetuate generational cycles of poverty. To meet the complex needs of our students, we know we cannot operate in silos. That's why we are so grateful to have a unique partnership with Gateway Community College, where we have office space and access to conference rooms to meet with our students. We have all the facilities available, including the staff who help us set this room up, who invite us to events. We feel like we are a part of this campus. Thank you to Dr. Amy Diaz for doing that. And actually, I left my script here. So it's my pleasure to invite the president of Gateway Community College, Dr. Amy Diaz, who over the past 2 years, I can say is my friend. We have coffee, and it's really nice to have someone who is an advocate and a champion in your corner. So let me Please welcome Dr. Amy Diaz, President of Gateway Community College, to say a few words.
Yes, this works. Okay, well, thank you, Mr. Sparks, and to my colleagues and our governing board members from Maricopa for being here this evening to recognize some outstanding students who have completed certificates or degrees from one of the Maricopa County Community Colleges. I am thrilled to share in this collaborative and supportive partnership we have between Arizona Career Pathways, Gateway Community College, as you just heard Mr. Sparks share. They also share a space adjacent to the Small Business Development Center, so I'm including them in that partnership, and of course the other Maricopa colleges. We all have very similar missions to help lift up our community and ensure citizens have the resources they need to obtain training that leads to a high-demand job. Completing a college program while balancing family, work, and other personal obligations is not easy for anyone, and it's especially difficult when considering the financial costs of education, because life doesn't just go away just because you decide to pursue a certificate or a degree. The model that Arizona Career Pathways has adopted to support students in key areas of financial assistance, one-on-one support, and career connections has proven to be effective to reduce the stress and other burdens that students face while trying to juggle both school and life. Your accomplishments that we are celebrating tonight are proof that, with the right tools, it can be done. Although, as we heard earlier, not all of the graduates could be with us this evening, tonight we celebrate Arizona Career Pathways graduating class that was made possible because of Mayor Gallego and the Phoenix City Council, who made the initial investments in education and our future workforce by investing their pandemic relief dollars in organizations like the Maricopa Community Colleges and Arizona Career Pathways. I want to thank Mayor Gallego for being a constant proponent for education and the Maricopa Community Colleges. And I also want to thank Mr. Sparks and the entire Arizona Career Pathways team for the good work that you do for our students and our citizens every day. Did you know that during the 24-25 fiscal year, so last year, the Maricopa County Community College District added almost $8 billion to the local economy with the activities of the colleges and our students, supporting about 1 out of every 28 jobs in Maricopa County. So $1 billion. So $8 billion, that's kind of a hard number to conceptualize, isn't it? $8 billion. The net impact of Maricopa's former students currently employed in the county workforce amounted to $6.4 billion in added income. So just to put this into perspective, when Arizona hosted the Super Bowl, going on 5 years ago now, I think, that brought $1 billion into Maricopa County. So 1 week of a Super Bowl brings in $1 billion into the hosting community. Well, that's like saying the Maricopa Community Colleges bring 8 Super Bowls of value per year to our community and our county. Isn't that amazing? Like hosting 8 Super Bowls over and over and over again. So as you can see, an investment in education is returned to the community economically, socially, and through various taxpayer benefits. Education truly is invaluable. You've heard this before, but I'm going to say it again. We are so pleased that you chose the Maricopa Community Colleges to support your educational journey, and we know that you will achieve great things. We hope that you will continue to come back to the community colleges and pursue additional training or even a bachelor's degree as you move up in your careers. So congratulations again, graduates and families. We look forward to staying connected with you and hearing about what you will do next.
Thank you so much, Dr. Diaz. Again, it has been a wonderful, yep, we're recording for prosperity. It truly is a wonderful partnership, and I value our time when we have coffee just to be, to be up to date on what each other's doing. It's so valuable. So thank you. And as I said earlier, Arizona Career Pathways was founded as a workforce training initiative, a Valley Interfaith project. And we have here today members of Valley Interfaith. Thank you for standing earlier. But now I'd like to invite one of our board members, Rick Merle, Rick Morrow is one of our board members, and he and Valley Interfaith is one of our. They bring a connection to the community that we need, and I'd like to have Rick just say a couple of words about our partnership and how Valley Interfaith and the board work together to bring this program into the community where the need is great. Thank you for being here. Thank you for joining us, Rick.
I'm sure all you just want to hear somebody else come up here and talk. Basically, if it wasn't for the partnership we have with Valley Interfaith Project and the Community College District, what we do at Arizona Career Pathways would not be possible. We simply need everybody to be on the same page with us with respect to how we recruit students for the program, how we integrate those students into the program, and how we make sure that the various kinds of speed bumps that might get in the way of a student completing their education, that we make sure those speed bumps don't stop them. There still may be a bump, but let's make sure through our navigators, through our programs, through our ability to assist you, that you progress and get where you need to get with respect to your certificate or associate's degree. We also depend a lot on the community, the business community, to make sure that we're training our students for in-demand jobs where they'll be able to actually go out there and find a job based on their education. And this, once again, takes the cooperation of the community college district and the business community and the students. So we're all working towards the same goal. I've been on the Arizona Career Pathways board since the organization started. I have a great passion for it. I want it to succeed, and I want to congratulate all of the students and their families for sticking it out, making sure you got to the end of the road. Maybe it's just a roadside attraction or a rest stop for a minute before you go on to something better, but we want to make sure we're there to support you. And please, students, communicate back to us. We need to find out how you're doing, how you're going about finding work, where else we can assist you, and be advocates for the organization going forward. And we will really appreciate everything that you've been able to accomplish with a little bit of assistance from us. Thank you.
Thank you, Rick. And thank you to the board of directors for Arizona Career Pathways. It's your leadership and guidance that I truly value and makes this organization a success. I am humbled and inspired every day by the amazing team we have here at Arizona Career Pathways. They build trusting relationships with their students while guiding and nudging and assisting wherever they can. But it's also those students who I admire the most for taking the risk, making sacrifices, and putting in the hard work to learn new skills and advance in a competitive job market. So I say congratulations to you, and it's my pleasure to allow one of our own students, one of you, to share your story about how this organization's helped. So please help me welcome Angela Montan, who is going to share a brief story of her experience. Thank you.
Hi, good afternoon. My name is Angela Montan. I am a first-generation college and high school graduate from immigrant parents. Before joining ACP, I was working 2 jobs while going to school and taking care of my sick parents. I was as well grieving the loss of my partner at the same time. I felt overwhelmed and was facing the possibility of dropping out of school due to my circumstances. A year later, after going through the loss of my partner, I also went through the loss of one of my parents. But with ACP's support, they helped me financially and emotionally through a really hard time in my life. ACP provided gas cards for me to commute every day for school because I live all the way in Arizona City, to even money on my exams, my uniform, and even my books. I am now a graduate in nursing and getting the support and guidance that I've always needed. And even more gratefully now able to say that I am the first person in my family to ever work at a hospital. Not only a hospital, but I will be starting to work Monday at Mayo Clinic Hospital, helping people just like my parents. I can say I can finally make my friend and my father extremely proud. I'd like to take this moment to say this program gives us the opportunity to be an example for others. A lot of us don't come from places where we have money or places where we have support. And I just want to say that this program not only helped me through a really hard time, but as well was able to give me a platform to say my story and show people that with the right tools, like she said, it can be possible. And a lot of us, unfortunately, weren't able to get that, but thankfully, people like me, like the daughter of my mom, I'm able to stand here today and say that I'm able to be one of those people that broke the generation, to be able to say that I am where I am today because of them. And at this moment, I would really like both of my moms to stand up, please. I was raised by my grandparents since I was 2 months. And my grandma has overcame many, many circumstances and obstacles. My father has always been at every graduation, every promotion, everything possible. Unfortunately, he did pass away from Alzheimer's and Parkinson's in September of last year. But I just want to say ACP is more than just a program. It's a life change for many students. And I get emotional talking about it because at the time that I was going to school with ACP, not only was I going through all of this, but I also had to go through emergency surgery for my loss of my pregnancy as well. And the very next day, I went to school anyways, knowing that I would be okay because this program is helping me in every way possible. So because of ACP, I was able to get through not only my hardships, but I'm able to sit here and represent to many that this program does wonders for lots of students and lots of families, lots of single moms, lots of students that are commuting, lots of students that, don't have the finances to be able to continue school. So I just want to say thank you, ACP. Thank you to my counselor, Ashley, for being there every second of the way through this process. Thank you for everyone for your time. Remember, ACP made me who I am today, and it will continue to help other students as well become who they need to be for a better generation for their families. Thank you.
Great, great. Thank you so much. You're great.
Thank you, Angela. That was I'm actually feeling a little, I'll give you just a second. Thank you. It really does show how powerful the combination of our mentors, navigators, that relationship to overcome barriers is so important. And Angela, she didn't just have one roadblock. She had like an entire, gauntlet to face. And so thank you for being willing to share your story, and congratulations for your success. And Mayo Clinic is going to be so proud to have you on their staff. Life is hard. That's in my script. Life is hard. And it really does take a village for us to really get anywhere. Before we get to all this student technology, I do want to acknowledge a few other community partners who've joined us today. Jill Bushbacher and Efren Villar are here with the Phoenix Chamber Foundation. They help us with job placements. They have employers who are hiring now, and they help connect our students who are in multiple fields with hiring employees, and we really lean on them to help us connect our students with those jobs that are open for our students. So thank you. I also want to acknowledge Laura Skotnicki and Leona Wallach from the Salvation Army are here. We just launched a partnership with their Pathways of Hope program, and we are going to be able to provide more resources because of their program and our partnership to help our students with both educational and additional basic needs support as they continue their education journey. And lastly, I do want to, there we go, very important. I do want to acknowledge our employer sponsor, Banner Health. They are also one of our employers who recruits our students every semester because they are always hiring our allied healthcare and some of our IT workers now because they are the largest healthcare employer in the state, and we're very proud to have a relationship with them and their hiring manager. So thank you to Banner Health for sponsoring this event tonight. Now to our graduates. We're almost done, I promise. Arizona Career Pathways is honored to have made an investment in your educational success. And we now invite you to become an investor in our future and help support students who will follow in your footsteps. First, as an ACP alumni, you can stay connected with us over time. We want to hear about those new jobs and promotions and celebrate with you. And our goal is to collect economic data for 3 years after you graduate. So when you get that email in 6 months and a year, please respond back and fill it out, because we need your help to achieve those goals. Second, as an ACP alum, you will have leadership opportunities to be involved as an advocate, an ambassador, a champion, and a mentor. You can share your story as one of the most effective ways to encourage recruit new students and to help us connect with funders. Investing your time, talent, and treasure will help grow and sustain this program long into the future. And we can only do this by staying connected and building a community together. I was asked once, what is this organization? Can you describe this organization in 5 words or less? And I said, it's college mentors with a checkbook. It's that simple. Mentors with a checkbook is what we need. And this work doesn't happen without the staff. So before we have our students come up, can the ACP mentors staff, the team, please come up and help me celebrate our students, because it is your work, your day in and day out, nudging and encouraging, that makes this possible. And I needed time to find the right list of students. All right. All right, I think we're ready. Okay, so I would like, I did write this out. I would like to invite you all to come up as you receive your certificate. Please stay, and we do want to take a group picture at the end. So you don't need to go grab it and sit down. Just stay standing here.